Have you ever heard someone say, "Focus"? When you focus, you pay attention to the most important thing, and then you usually need to sustain attention. When you sustain attention, you keep paying attention until it is time to stop. Let's think about your school day. Are there times when you need to sustain attention on something you're doing? When you're doing a math assignment, you should keep working on it until it's done. When teachers give directions about how to do something, you should listen to them the whole time. When you're talking to a friend, you should listen until it's your turn to talk. When it's reading time, you should keep reading until it's time to stop. Those are great examples, and sometimes we will be in situations where we need to give all of our attention to doing something safely. For example, when you come to a crosswalk and plan to cross the street, you must pay attention to traffic. All of your attention needs to be on crossing the street safely. Are there times when you have trouble focusing and sustaining attention? When I'm working on something that's hard for me, I sometimes feel like quitting. Well, that can happen to anyone. When that happens to me, I try to be my own cheerleader and give myself a pep talk. I tell myself, "You've done hard things before. You can do this. Don't quit now. You'll soon be done. It's going to feel so good to have this finished. Keep working." But do I have to use the pom-poms? The good news is pom-poms and megaphones are optional. Now, back to our discussion. What are some times when you have a hard time sustaining attention? Well, sometimes when I'm doing my homework while the TV is on, I have a hard time focusing on my homework and getting it done. Actually, the brain can really only do a good job focusing on one thing at a time. Dividing your attention like that usually doesn't work out well. I know what you mean, and that's why having too many distractions around is a problem for me. Distractions can definitely be a problem. Some strategies that could help you would be to turn things off, move away and find another place to work, or you could put distracting things away. For example, you could clear your workspace of distractions before you start to work. Well, sometimes I'm the one distracting myself. Thoughts pop into my head and I start thinking about that instead of focusing on what I should be doing. That happens to everyone now and then. How can you try to get your mind back to what you should be paying attention to? I usually ask myself, what should I be doing right now? And I ask myself that a lot during the day. That is a great strategy to use. Asking yourself that question can help get your focus back where it should be. I know that tuning out distractions takes a lot of effort, and sustaining your attention and not quitting takes mental energy. Luckily, there are ways to help your brain be ready for the challenge. Get enough sleep each night, eat healthy foods, drink water, and get physical activity each day. Your brain will thank you. And of course, the more you practice focusing and paying attention, the better your brain will get at it. Practicing builds neural connections in the brain, and those connections are important to have ready to go.